The first thing we'll do is we'll take the x's, the x coordinates, and divide it up into 4. So I start at -7 and I end at 5. How far am I going on the x-axis? -7 to 5. Via? That's a distance of 12, everyone, correct? And I'm dividing that distance by 4 equal pieces. So I'm going to go 3 units. Now the question you have to ask yourself is, how many times am I going 3 units away? That's the first number in the ratio. I'm only going to go once, 3 units. Where did I start on the x-axis? -7, go 3 units away once, and you got it. -7 plus 3, you end up at -4. All right, -4. Now we're going to go through the same process for the y coordinates. All right, how far apart are your y coordinates? -5 and 3. -5 and 3, that's a distance of 8 units. Everyone agree? 8? Divide that up by 4 equals 2. How many times am I going to go 2 units? It's always the first number. That second number has nothing to do with our calculations. I'm going to go 2 units once. That's it. From what starting point? Where did I start on the y-axis? So from -5, I'm going to go up 2 once, and I end up at -3. All right, that second number in the ratio does nothing for us. I always look at the first number, tells us how many times I'm going to go that many units. We all good? All right, I'm going to go to a part 2 question so you guys get a little feel of a part 2 here. So go to number 30, 20, I don't know what that number, 25, I think, 25. All right, so after you do 24 multiple choice questions on part 1, you go to part 2, which are a few 2-point questions. Think of it as multiple choice without the multiple choices. Okay, you have to show your own work. These are 2 points apiece. I need you to come up with 3 statements that would show these triangles are congruent by angle, side, angle. This is not a proof. It is not a proof. I want you to tell me pairs of angles or sides that are congruent that would give me angle, side, angle. There's a bunch of different, there's not one right answer here. There's a ton. So I want to see you guys write down your own 3 pairs here of angles and sides that when I mark it on the diagram, it'll be angle, side, angle. Go ahead. Write down. Well, first, how many pairs of angles do you need? You definitely got to need 2, and then the sides got to be where? In between them. Okay? Multiple answers here. Multiple answers, but it's got to be angle, side, angle. 2 angles and the side in between. Write them out that they're congruent. This angle equals this angle, this side equals this side, this angle equals this angle, and it's angle, side, angle after you take a look at it. Nothing fancy, just say these 2 angles are congruent, these 2, and this side in between. That's all they're asking for. Remember, it's only 2 points. Most of these, not a lot of work is involved. It's only 2 points. All right, can I hear your angles and sides for me? Angles and sides. Again, I'm going to put this person's answer up here, but it's one of many answers. 10. Josh, here we go. What do you got?
Angle Q and angle M.
You don't have to, guys, you don't have to put a reason here. You're just writing it what's congruent. Go ahead.
Angle R and angle L.
And?
Side QR and side ML.
Angle, side, angle. Okay. angle side angle. Again, that doesn't have to be yours. It can be a whole bunch of other ones. You don't even have to deal with the right angle if you don't want to. Everyone all right here on this one? Before I end it, because I want you guys to have enough time to review for the quiz on Monday. Parts 2, 3, and 4. I know some of you aren't going to be happy about this. Parts 2 and 3 and 4, when you hand it in to me, have to be done in pen. It has to be done in pen. Okay? The only exceptions are if you do a construction or you do a graph on a piece of graph paper. That can be done in pencil. But something like this would have to be written out in pen. If you're nervous about making a mistake, 2 ways you can avoid that. Bring a erasable pen, or do the entire thing in pencil, and when you're good to go over it in pen. All right? And if anybody wants to know the reasoning behind it, it's pretty crazy, but the reason they have you do it in pen is because if you did it in pencil, I may go and see that it's incorrect and erase it and put the correct answer down and risk my teaching and coaching career. Yeah, like I would do that for any of you in here. So that's the reasoning behind it. Okay, that's the reasoning for cheating purposes. But yeah, okay. I like you guys, but not that much. All good? Questions? Okay, put it away. We'll keep going over more and more. But all in pen. Blue and black. None of that hot magenta stuff some of you guys use, or green. Blue and black. Even your bubble sheet for the multiple choice has to be filled in pen. All right, how'd the homework go last night? That's not even the right one anyway. How about I get on the right one? Cones. A lot of cones going on. You got 4 figures on Monday's quiz. Cone is one of the 4. Going? There's nothing at all, huh? Everyone did fine on the ones I assigned? We're all good? I'm not going to force it because I want time to review. Yep.
27.
Okay, 27. This is 2 figures combined. Emma, what's the figure on the top? That's a cylinder. What's the figure on the bottom? Okay, so I'm going to do cylinder plus cone. But again, you have to worry about what's covered up, right? So let's go to the cylinder right now. Pi dh, which is your lateral area. Will I add 2 pi r squared, which is the full formula? Do I add 2 pi r squared here? Why do I not add 2 pi r squared? Or the full thing here? 5 Jackson, what's the problem adding 2 circles here? One's covered up, so I'm only going to add pi r squared, the top one. Okay, the top one. Plus cone, which is pi rl. There's your lateral area. Should I do plus pi r squared here? 9 plus pi r squared, yes or no? No 9, huh? 5, Jackson back again. Should I add in pi r squared for the cone?
No.
Because? Is it showing? It's being covered up by the cylinder, right? So don't add it. Everyone all right? Don't add it in. If it's being covered up, don't add it in. That's it right there. There's my formula. Pi, diameter, there 14's pointing to it. Height of the cylinder is 11. Plus pi, don't use 14, cut it in half, 7 squared. Plus pi, 7. Missing something here? Nope, I'm not even missing the lateral area. They give everything there to me. Look at that. Plus 9, or times 9. Questions? We all good there? I'm going to give you, I can't remember how many. There's at least 1 or 2 of these on the quiz on Monday when I put 2 figures on top of each other and ask for the surface area. And I should go over too. Let me go over this. I didn't notice in the directions it says leave your answer in terms of pi. So I get 154 pi plus 49 pi plus 63 pi. Can you add all these up? Do they all have pies in them? Yeah. So 154 plus 49 plus 63. There's my 266 pi. All right. Any other questions on the homework before we get hardcore review? Okay, let me see it real quick. All right, let's start the review off this way. Let's go through our 4 figures we're going to be responsible for. I know this isn't in your notes. This is more of like, all right, what do I need to know for Mondays as far as formulas go? Day 1, we talked about a prism and a cylinder. What's the definition of lateral area? I don't have there's no formula here I'm going to give you. What's the definition of lateral area? Find the area of 7. No 7 either. We're on fire today. 12. Lateral area is everything.
The area without the bases.
Take the bases off. Correct. I don't. Area without bases. Usually, yes, in a prism we deal with rectangles, right? How many rectangles there are, and I add them all up, usually. And then surface area is area of everything, of all faces. Okay, I don't know. I don't have a formula for you. You got to understand what lateral area is. Take off the bases, put them back on for surface area. All right, cylinder. We do have formulas for. Let's roll. Lateral area of a cylinder for me. 12. Ellie, go ahead. Lateral area of a cylinder. Good job. Pi dh. And now put the circles back on. And what's my surface area of a cylinder? 16 pi dh plus those 2 bases. Good job. Day 2, pyramid. Lateral area. Take off the bases. What's left on a pyramid? What's left? Take off any, I don't care what shape it is. Take it off. What's left in the pyramid? Triangle. So number of triangles times what's the area of one of them? 1/2 BH. Yep. And then surface area, lateral area plus, I'm going to put 1 big B. Big B is area of the base. Usually it's a square, but did we do a couple problems where it was a hexagon? Okay, so be prepared for it. I think there's one in your review that's a hexagon too. So be prepared. The base may not be a square. And then finally, cone yesterday. Lateral area of a cone. What are you shooting at here? 5. Jackson, lateral area of a cone from yesterday. Yep. And go ahead and add that base in now. What's the surface area? 18.
Pi RL is pi R squared.
All right. Any questions? So those are the figures I'm going to test you on, plus cross sections that we did day 1. Cross sections. All right, where I take a figure, I cut it, and what figure do I get back? Now, there are no cross section questions in the review. So yesterday after school, I went ahead and put together probably about 10, 11 cross section questions on Delta Math. That's where you're going to get your cross section. Don't forget about it. Okay, don't forget about it. Check out Delta Math either today or over the weekend, so you can at least get some cross section experience. All right. Anything you want to ask? Because this is all surface area here. I don't feel the need to stand up here and do a few problems with you. Oh, I forgot. Go to number 9 for me. I just think you need a diagram for number 9 here. World's largest ice cream cake. 19 by 9 by 2 feet. This right here is just a picture in case anybody was wondering. This is the actual diagram that you need. The 19 by 9 is the base. Okay, the base is 19 by 9 and the height is 2 feet. And you're going to cover that whole thing but the top with frosting. And that's not me making it up. That's legit right there. That is the world's largest ice cream cake. Toronto, Canada, if you were wondering. I think it was 2010. We looked it up a couple days ago in my other class. And after that, they started slicing it up and serving it to people that were in the crowd.
Did it taste good?
I was not there, so I don't know. Plus, let's be honest, ice cream cake is never the way to go. Never. Never. No, you're just a freak if you into ice cream cake. Let's be honest, the only way to go, vanilla cake, vanilla frosting. We're done. We're done. Call it plain, but that's the only way to go. That's the only way to go. Don't give me this lemon, strawberry frosting, no chocolate, vanilla, we're done. Discussion. Happy birthday.
That is so boring.
That's so
You want to get ice cream? Vanilla rainbow sprinkles. We're done. In a dish, no cone.
We have to get the
Done.
dish at least.
No.
Dish.
No.
support the dish.
No, soft serve only. No hard
You
either.
gotta get the cones.
Soft serve only. Vanilla rainbow sprinkles. Vanilla cake. Done.
Why do that when you have the milkshake?
Maybe I had substituted maybe like the buttercream frosting, but that's about it. We're done. We're good.
Ice cream cake is
Good cake.
It's so good.
Any other questions? We're all good?
How do you like your coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
Ice cream cake.
No.
Is it like
I despise the taste of it. Like maybe like years and years ago, I had a sip and I was like, nah, this ain't for me. No, look, water, Powerade, skim milk. 3 beverages that go through this machine. All right, that's it. That is it. Those 3. Soda?
Yeah.
You want the honest answer?
Yeah.
And I'm not even exaggerating. The last time I had one was at my high school graduation party, June 1999.
Wait, never. Never again.
Not since then. Nope. Cut it out of my
Is it like
diet.
a taste? Is it like a carbon?
What's that?
It's hard to go on.
It was just something I was at the point where I was getting ready to play college football, and they sent me a whole list of things I should start eating, and soda wasn't one of them. So I just eliminated it and just kept it trucking. I don't think I've been to a McDonald's since either.
Oh.
So
You're missing
I told you.
I'm good.
Mickey's fries are where it's at.
Oh yeah.
Mickey's fries are good.
All right, all set. We're all good.
Downstairs.
I'm hungry now.
You can work with other people, but you know how I feel about talking about the drama outside of class. Let's get going on this. All right, let's get going on this, please.